Good morning, YouTube. How you guys doing out there this morning? Almost 7 a.m. Life's a trip. It is. Oh, baubles. I gotta get my baubles on. My man, Noah. Rest in peace, Noah. Hope all's well on the other side, homie. I'm sure it's a lot better than here. Fuck. So anyway, how you folks doing this morning? Did you sleep well? Oh, man, I'm in this really strange headspace this morning. A lot on the brain. I thought I found a backhoe and talked to a gal who was basically her father's interpreter. No hablo inglés, and my Spanish is poquito. I speak very little, a little bit, but not much. So anyway, I went back and forth with her a little bit, never got a call back. He said he would deliver. That was my big hang up because he's a couple 100 miles away. So anyway, I was dealing with that yesterday, and my damn TV don't work, the cable, the this, the that. I need to call the cable guys and get a new F dish and get direct, or vice versa, whichever. Yeah, get direct. I got dish right now. So anyway, a little wound up this morning. I get on the gadget, just putzing around, drinking coffee, doing my homework, and that's kind of how I meditate. I get lost on the gadget first thing in the morning, poking around world events, the news, whatever. And this morning the gadget kicked up, suggestion over here on the side, and it was one of my videos, and it was the one about mental health, and telling stories in that video about mom and her issues, struggling with mental health, and about Redwood. The thing is, for some reason, my time as a little kid in Redwood City is very imprinted on me for some reason. That time frame in my life is more vivid than the rest. My time running around in that hood, with my friends on the street, with my issues with mom and home, foster homes, that particular time in my life, the 70s, is very, very, from the age, I'm gonna say, 4 or 5 years old. I remember when we were in the apartment when my brother's dad was there, and, push your face in the soup kind of dude, right? Living in that little apartment. Anyway, from that time to about 18, before, until I moved to South City, in between there, till I graduated high school, that time frame is very stuck in my dome. The shit after high school is spotty, right? Except for shit, with wifey and stuff like that is very vivid. But for the most part, memory lane, Johnny's 12 years old on a bicycle, smoking joints and snorting cocaine while he's in fucking junior high school, elementary school, homie. I remember those times. Poor white trash. Do you know how, excuse me. Do you know how to define poor white trash? You know what it says in the dictionary for poor white trash, for a definition? It goes like this. Have you ever been to a walk-in movie theater and everybody got all their change together from collecting Coke bottles and cashing them in, and you get your change together, and then you buy one ticket for one dude to get in, and he goes to the side door, cracks open the side door, and everybody sneaks in? Example one. Example two, you ride your bicycle to the fucking drive-in movie theater over where Oracle is now. You sneak under the fence, you sit in the dirt, you put your speaker on the handlebars of your BMX bicycle, and you watch the movie The Warriors. Poor white trash. 1970 nothing. You go to the drive-in movie theater, you see Up in Smoke with Cheech and Chong, and you're junior high school, man. Been there, done that, right? That was my childhood. And that shit is so vivid. It's such a trip. That's poor white trash. Foster homes. Food stamps that come out of a book, not an EBT card. Foster homes, food stamps. Oh, don't forget about cockroaches. Mom had this hippie friend. My brother can verify the story. His name was Running Water. He wore a fucking robe, looked like Jesus, right? With the long hair and the beard, the whole bit. Running Water, I shit you not. He was one of Mom's friends. Used to come by the house and hang out and drink with Mom. Anyway, Running Water, we watched him pick a cockroach off the fucking wall and eat the motherfucker and say how it was protein. It makes my skin crawl right now just remembering that bullshit. So yeah, food stamps, foster homes, welfare, cockroaches, sneaking into the movies, poor white trash, right? So my education in life, like my education on mental illness, I'm gonna link my video below on mental illness. It goes hand in hand with this video here with poor white trash, right? See, these things shape me, right? I get it now. When we're born, we're like clay, right? We get molded into a shape. Many different shapes because of the outside world molds you into a shape, right? For me, my shape has been molded and remolded and molded and remolded and molded and remolded so many fucking times. I don't have a shape. I don't pick a side. I don't pick a color. I don't pick a neighborhood. Fucking Gypsy Rose Lee, motherfucker. Because of my childhood, shaped the outside of me like that. But what was on the inside, the clay, right? The core, the part that no matter how you shape the outside, the inside never changes, right? I'm still the same soft little kid I always was. I'm just hard on the outside because life's been hard to me, right? That piece of clay, like I said, it shapes you. It shaped me many times in life, but it never broke me. It never changed me on the inside. Yeah, I'm broken, but it never broke me. You know, like you have to break a horse. You have to break a horse's spirit in order to get on its back and ride it. Nobody ever broke me. I'm nobody's bitch. Never have been. Understand? I'm broken. But nobody ever broke me. Big difference. I don't know if I'm saying that right, if you get the fucking point, but I think so. So, poor white trash. My education comes from a different place. And whether anybody listens or not, whatever, right? You know, I don't follow much anymore. I used to follow Soft White Underbelly, right? The dude that makes all them videos with the junkies and the hookers and all that bullshit, right? I tried, left him a couple comments about, motherfucker, why don't you do one on me on foster homes, homie? I got some shit for you. I got some fucking stories for you. He never responded. Everybody wants to see some fucking junkie or some bullshit, right? Anyway. One day, one fucking day, this dog and this dog will have their day, right? I will get this dog rescue thing going. Old folks home is what it is, right? I call it a dog rescue because that's what everybody recognizes, but technically speaking, it'll be a retirement home, right? The dogs I get are the dogs nobody wants, and it's the dogs that'll be here until they go to Boot Hill, right? Unless somebody wants one of them more than I do, well, great, then I got room for another. Somebody wants to take one of my doggies home and make it their own, great. But that's not what I'm in business for, right? My charity is to save and serve. I'm not trying to flip dogs. Once they come here, they never leave, right? Home sweet home. See, I didn't have that as a kid. I recognize what it's like being in a dog shelter, being in a foster home. The two aren't that different from each other. Think about it. With a bunch of fucking strangers in a place you don't know, stuck in a fucking place you don't want to be. Just saying. So yeah. Watching that video, me talking about mental health, got me thinking about Mom in the neighborhood, her pulling me out of the movie theater by my hair. That's one of so many fucking stories. Rode my bicycle over to the Furman's house. That's Jay's Towing. Went into the back and snorted cocaine with Bear. I was still in elementary school. Wasn't even in high school yet. And I snorted cocaine for the first time. Fuck. 1970, Kennedy was 76, 77. So this would have been 1975, 74. Fuck. White trash, right? Hanging out with the tow truck company. Fuck you. Tow truck company that worked in East Palo Alto. Bear's brother, Jeff, someone who I looked up to, was a lowrider. White dude, long straight hair. Ben Davis pants, wife beater, smoked cool cigarettes, black 62 Impala Super Sport. Remember it well. Remember him painting that car in the driveway, metal flake. Got the fucking front fenders chromed, inner and outer. Just the stories I could tell you, man. Smoking joints in that car in the driveway with his baby brother, Jojo. Fuck. Man. Stories. Anyway, yeah, a little talkative this morning, right? The doggies are sleeping. Besides, I don't tell them these stories. I'd be crazy if I did that. Instead, I tell you bitches. And maybe that makes me even crazier. Little emotional this morning. What's the matter, Johnny? You on your period? Ooh, careful, careful, Archie Bunker. I come from a different time. I ain't afraid of a fucking snowflake and ruffling a snowflake's feathers and they get melted a little bit. I mean, no harm, right? If somebody can't take my sense of humor, right? Not my problem. I grew up watching Richard Pryor, right? Eddie Murphy. George Carlin, right? I saw Sam Kinison at the Circle Star Theater. I saw the Jackson 5 at the Circle Star Theater when they brought Janet out as a special guest. And back then they were still the Jackson 5 before they were the Jacksons, right? Because there was more than 5 of them, so they were no longer the Jackson 5. But I saw them when they were still the 5. Just saying, man. Poor white trash. I've seen a lot of shit. My education is deep. People just don't have a fucking clue. And yet, here I sit in northern Wisconsin so I could feed dogs, because this is the only place I could afford to get a spread like this. And I need a spread like this for my crazy, right? For my crazy idea, I need this kind of land for what I see and for what I got to do. And I won't settle for anything less than 10 people and 100 dogs. I've been saying that for a long fucking time. It's stuck in my head, and that is my plan. That's what I am going to build. That's why I need a backhoe. That's why I need a sawmill. That's why I need a grade all forklift. I need a whole bunch of shit so that I can tree trim and mill trees and put misfits to work and build log cabins with wood right here on the property and build this out. That's my job, is to build this out before I die. And then when I'm gone, you bitches can enjoy it, and I can stay up there, and I don't have to come back here no more and fuck with you guys no more. I can stay up there and watch what I built. Fuck you. I don't have to come back here no more. Just saying. That's how I see this, right? That's my religion. God's work. Leave a legacy. Make a difference for the better, right? Of everybody. Dogs and man, right? Just saying. So, yeah, little preachy this morning. Poor white trash. That video of mine triggered me big time. That story of me being in the movie theater with mom. Fuck, to this day, that's still, that embarrassment. I mean, I'm not embarrassed to tell you about it now. It's sad to me, right? How that shaped me. How I spent most of my life as a fucking loner because I don't trust people. I couldn't even trust mom to be around, right? I love mom. I ain't talking shit about mom. I'm just sharing with you the way life was for me and her. Her broken, right? And mom wouldn't care. She'd tell you her damn self. Mom's favorite saying when it came to talking shit, you know how to fuck? Good. Then go fuck yourself, right? That was mom, Holmes. She was my dad, right? She was my role model to be how to be a man. She was a tough woman. That was my papa. Fuck. Are you kidding me? One of my foster homes in Bruno, I had a little BMX bicycle that I took apart and was gonna paint the frame. I was always tinkering on something. And this chick, Leah Serafini, and her baby brother, Joey, lived up the street. And their old man, I don't know where he worked, but he knew I was working on that bicycle, and he said, hey man, because I hung out with Leah, kids on the street, we rode skateboards up and down the hill, right? So everybody knew everybody, and everybody knew everybody's parents. It was kind of tight like that on this little street. It was cool, Bennington. And old man Serafini brought me home a rattle can of candy apple red spray paint. I spray painted that I spray painted that frame in candy apple red, and it was charity from a man up the street because I didn't have a pops. Yeah, my foster dad was cool, but he was working. He was a butcher, right? I didn't have a dad to hang out in the garage and twist wrenches with or hit the bags with, kind of, you know, the macho dad kind of dad, right? I got that education from home. Poor white trash. You know how many guys got educated by their mom and not a dad because there was no dad, right? Very rarely was it the other way around. You know how many men were raised by their mama, which means they were raised by the street, right? When it comes to learning how to be a man. You know how to fuck? Good, go fuck yourself. That's the kind of shit I got from mom. Just saying. Poor white trash. You know, you middle class, educated folk didn't talk to each other like that. You didn't hear that kind of language in the house, right? Fuck you, that's how I was raised. telephone bolted to the wall. Just saying. It was a whole different world, man. All right, well, I could go on for fucking hours, but I'm 20 minutes in. I have a feeling you guys aren't even still here, right? Some of you are, for sure, for sure, for sure. And thank you very much for all of the fucking buttons lately. You guys have been crushing it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for me and the girls. You know, if this YouTube thing ever takes off, it's because of you guys. It ain't because of me. I'm just telling stories. And there's a million motherfuckers telling stories, but the ones that get picked to go viral, the way the universe rewards some people and punishes others, I don't get it, right? You know, here I'm trying to feed fucking dogs and broken humans, and the universe really ain't cut me a whole lot of slack. I'm still pissing in the wind and swimming upstream for the most part. But sooner or later, that boat's gonna turn around and I'll be just coasting downriver, right? It won't be so much fucking work because I'll have the help I need. I'll have the 10 people and we'll be building shit. And then when it's done, I'll be done. But until then, I got work to do. Yeah. So share the video, right? Share this with some friends, with some fucking influential people, right? That's the fucking elbows I need to rub with. Are the influential folks, the ones that I'm always calling you rich fucks. Not all of them are rich fucks. Some of them are just rich. And they got a heart. It's just, ooh, needle in the haystack, Johnny. I get that, right? So am I. I get that too. That's why this channel don't go nowhere. That's why Soft White Underbelly don't want to talk to me. Even the brother that I thought we were gonna chop up and do something, an interview with, right? He was talking shit about the N-bomb, how white people can't use the N-bomb and soft R and hard R and all this bullshit about this and that. And, you know, I can admit to using that word wrongly, and I can admit to using it rightly, and I can admit to it being part of my everyday vocabulary when I was a young blood. And now, because the way society is, I won't use that word no more because you motherfuckers will judge me, right? Red shoelaces and whatnot, right? You motherfuckers will judge me. You don't know me, poor white trash, right? I don't pick a color. I don't pick a neighborhood, right? I've been molded so many fucking times in life. I'm shapeless, right? Be water, my friend. Be water, right? Be the glass. Isn't that what Bruce Lee said? Johnny's been water his whole life. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. How else could I survive if I wasn't doing some Bruce Lee shit when I was a kid? Right? Adapting to all them little fucking foster homes and shit and still being here. Still made it to fucking 60. I got wifey's ashes staring me in the grill. Sorry, dryer. That thing's gonna keep bumping now. I'm gonna have to kill this. I already said fucking I was done. Anyway, maybe a couple of you stuck around for dessert, but since that thing's gonna keep banging, I'm getting off for sure. Much love and respect from me and the girls. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Pretty please like, subscribe, share these videos. Leave a comment down below if you're so inclined. Much love and respect as always. I told you. Gotta go. Peace.